all, I'm Shawn Ward with Proserv Plumbing and Drain, and I know it's riveting to hear about plumbing, but I'll just talk very briefly. Proserv is currently the largest plumbing contractor in Orange County. We've been here for over 30 years, and probably about 80% of our work is within homeowners associations. That doesn't mean that we don't do residential and commercial. We do everything. We're a full service plumber, including gas lines and backflow inspection and repair. So I was just going to talk with you briefly about slab leaks, because that seems to be, we probably repair 30 to 40 slab leaks a week at this point. Mostly in South County, having to do with their water coming into their homes. It's corroding the pipes, and it usually seems that when one goes, the whole neighborhood goes, because unfortunately they were all manufactured at the same time, and the water pressure going into the home is usually pretty similar. So I up here had just put some of the reasons why they're so common here: defective or substandard materials, faulty installation of the plumbing. The acidic soil here is worse than just about anywhere. The water quality, I was talking to a gentleman outside, and he and I were kind of comparing notes, because he put a water filtration system in his home, and we discussed reading what some of the safe level of additives are to our water: formaldehyde, chlorine, all the different things that they allow as safe within your water that you drink and you bathe in, and you think about the fact that the copper pipes in your home are corroding by those, but you're putting those in your body. It's kind of a scary thought. So anyways, the ground movement here as well, you know, a lot of other places don't have that obviously as much. And the water pressure, that's a huge issue here. We recommend that you, as an association, talk to your homeowners, if it's not your responsibility to replace their pressure regulators, that you at least encourage them to have it done. I have loads of materials on that you can put in your newsletter. How important it is, why it's important, what the difference is, what your PSI is supposed to be at. Just very informative things that are generic for educating the homeowners within your association. If you think you might have a slab leak, you can go to the next one, please. Some of the indicators would be, and hopefully none of you have had to experience this, but if you have, then you've probably had some of these things happen. You hear water flowing when all the fixtures are turned off. Your water bill increases. We've had that happen so many times. You feel a warm or wet spot on the floor of the carpeting. You see a damp spot near the foundation. Your baseboards are cracking or separating. And just, you know, the damage just from a tiny pinhole-sized hole in your pipes can leak out more than 10,000 gallons of water in 1 month. So besides it being, you know, a pain in the butt to repair, you're wasting a tremendous amount of water. It's costing you a lot of money, and you're wasting water. So if you think you may have a slab leak, some of the things you can do just to check that is to turn off all the fixtures within your home, go out to your water meter and pull off the lid, and watch the meter for a few minutes. If you see the meter turn, chances are good you have a leak. And once you've determined you have a leak, it's important to figure out whose responsibility is it. Every association is different. We have some associations that cover every possible plumbing issue, and we have some associations that cover no issues. So at this point that you've decided that you have a leak, it's important that you contact your board or your community manager and find out actually what your next step should be. A lot of times your community manager will have a relationship with Proserv or another plumbing contractor, and they'll go out there like Proserv does and inspect it for free. And even in that case, if it's, you know, if you need to get bids or whatever the case may be, Proserv would just like to be one of the people that gives you a bid on that. So if it does turn out to be your homeowner responsibility, Proserv offers to every resident within a homeowner association that we work with the homeowner association preferred pricing. So if you called me tomorrow and you lived in somebody maybe that's here, Fairview Oaks, something like that, and you said, I live in Fairview Oaks and I have a slab leak, you would receive the preferred pricing for that. Anybody in your association. Plus, I have written materials on that if you ever want to include it into the newsletter. Okay, and the only other thing I have, if you want to go on, is we're here 24/7. We are a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week plumbing contractor. We do, somebody answers the phone during that entire time. We don't have an answering machine. You're not going to wait for somebody to call you back. You're going to reach one of our several dispatch people, well-trained, and they're going to give you a time that our technician is going to be there. It's a one-time fee of $69.50 is our after-hours fee. We charge by the job, not by the hour. We understand that some technicians are slower and maybe don't get things done as quickly, so we charge at what we feel to be the most fair for you. So we just say save your time, save yourself and your association money, time, and aggravation by calling the professionals at Proserv Plumbing. And the last screen is just something I think is so cute. The plumber protects the health of the nation.